One of the things you mentioned about life that really was wild is without death, the value of life, there is none. I forget the quote, what was it, the scarcity of life. Can you finish it for me?
I think it was, if without death, life wouldn't be a scarce resource.
Okay, that was a scarce resource.
Sort of economically termed.
Oh, yeah, well, yeah. It still applies, and that was heavy. That actually had to put the book down and start thinking about it.
Well, so that's the question. It's like, if you didn't have to deal with this question of death, of limited time, it's a great thought, but then are you still driven to do things? Does humanity accomplish what it's been accomplishing throughout, 5,000 years of recorded history? Without those restrictions, do we just sit and behold the face of God, or do we, is it a panacea? Do we actually become, wonderfully advanced because we don't have to, do all of these things that you have to do to survive? So,
well, we're just a mouse on a wheel right now, like you said, avoiding death and trying to make money, and that's how it's been forever.
Right, and so that's sort of the problem of time. But then, people try to find a meaning to life or a purpose to life. But the mouse on the wheel, if the mouse enjoys being on that wheel, he's not asking what's the meaning of my life. He's having fun on the wheel. So this has to be in your own life, And so in the book, there are certain characters on this adventure who are not questioning whether what they're doing with their lives has meaning or not. Captain Odessa, she lives to just command that ship and carry out her orders. She doesn't want from the end of time and all of this stuff. June Mary, the second command of the ship, very religious woman, and her God looks after her, and she doesn't have any problems with these issues of time. It's the others. It's the main character, Alex Detail, who had sort of an early midlife crisis, because you manifest these powers at age 7, and then you lose them. What's left? So he's having some big problems.
Yeah. Well, where do you go from there if you peak at 7?
So save the world at 7, and then you've got to do it again. But
what's your encore?
You're not up to it anymore, right?
Well, that's where the little guy comes in.
That's where the little guy comes in.